Right, hello. I'm going to see if the stream works again, because last time I just tried to do it, it didn't share the notification properly. So, that's really helpful when YouTube does that, because obviously it means that people don't know I'm on. So, I've restarted it, but whether or not a notification works. Alright, Dan? Alright, at least you're on. I think 2 people joined just as I closed the other one, but I've been streaming for about 5 minutes, and nobody came on while I was actually streaming it. So, I'll do about an hour of this tonight and just chat with people. Don't go into any weird conspiracy shit in the comments, please, because, we seem to have people that can't resist that and get blocked. Let's have fun chatting and playing a video game. Alright, Stug, I don't know if you saw the message, but I've given you your tracking number. I sorted all that out this afternoon. So I might as well go do something interesting where people get shot. So let me just collect all the stuff from my box, and then we'll go start a war or something. Red Dead Online, so it's Red Dead 2, but not the single player, the multiplayer. Oh good, another reward I can reset for more gold. I can't reset that one anymore, the cash one, but can I reset the box one? Ah, yeah, I can, okay. So reset the box one. I can reset that one as well. There we go. So that'll be an extra 0.8 gold. Alright, no problem, Stug. I've never really been into Minecraft. I've tried it, I just could never get into it. Oh, is that like a coyote right by my camp? Yeah. Hang on. Oh, he's fast. Is that a fox? Where's he going? Alright, Mike. So yeah, I don't know if all of you saw, because I said to a few people, there's an ROC post going up for auction next month, so I might bid on it. If it goes for its guide price, I won't be able to afford it. But if they start the bidding at a lower price, and not many other people bid on it or care about it, it's not in great condition. I might be able to get one. If not, I'll just get one in the future. But are you able to say I'm watching a Red Dead stream? So you're not going to do that, Flazzy. But yeah, Stug, you might know this, but with the night vision devices, when you use them, both of those are ones you have to hold the button down. They don't toggle on. They're ones you hold the button down, and if you hold it down a bit before you want to start using it, like in the dark, obviously don't shine them into a light, that means that they'll actually warm up a bit before you use them, so you get a better sort of picture, because they don't warm up straight away. I'm missing every shot. I'm trying to shoot those pigs point blank. Oh, it's not two. I haven't got an Shumza or whatever that is. I like the SHMS or Shums. I've played the zombies on, like, COD World at War, and I think, yeah, the first Black Ops, but I've not played any of the others. I mean, I've played other Call of Duty games, but, I kind of lost interest in the series at Modern Warfare 3 or a bit before then. What about it, Radiac Maniac? I've already said to you about it. It basically kind of sometimes overheats and turns itself off. Like I said, it's not in a workable condition, really. If you want to buy it, you can buy it as a spares and repairs SOX, but like I said, I wouldn't want much for it, but, there's not much I can tell you about it, really. It sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't. I can't reliably sell it as a working. Is that one of the rocket refueling ones? I don't actually have any of the rocket refueling ones. Alright, I'll go back to the camp, dump this stuff off, and then we'll go do a bounty or something. No, I've not played World of Tanks. What are my thoughts on the GP5? It's a mass-produced Soviet respirator. I mean, it's good that they mass-produce respirators for civilians, but, there's nothing special about it today. No, it's to do with rocket refueling, isn't it? Because there's more hazardous chemicals and like liquids involved, so you have to have a slightly stronger mask. I think that was the logic, wasn't it? But hello to everybody joining. So tomorrow or something, I might do a regular webcam stream again. But just today, I'm playing a bit of Red Dead, just because quite often, you know, it's easier to keep up with a chat. Strangely, if you're just playing a video game and browsing over at the chat. All right, Nick. I think, did you try and get on the last time? Because I tried to stream this to begin with members only, but it didn't send out a notification. So I had to basically just stop that and restart it as a public stream. Because, again, YouTube, if the problem is with the members thing, if it doesn't give you the prompt to share it, it doesn't share it properly. Oh, the shipping for it? Well, it would come under a really small parcel, but the thing is, I don't know what the things are with Canada, that's the thing. If that makes sense. Yeah, I started it off as a members one, Flazzy, and it didn't share the members thing, so... Yeah, well, Nick, that was the one I manually tried to share, and then I think there was still like 2 or 3 minutes where nobody came on after I manually shared a notification, so I didn't think it had worked, so that was just as I closed it, I think you came on. But yeah, that's the problem with like the YouTube membership thing. I like it a lot more than things like Patreon, but I really wish they'd, have a lot of it that works, more efficiently or whatever, rather than it like, oh, you have to manually share this thing because we can't share it ourselves. No, Stug, I'll look for it at some point, but I think it might be in one of my wardrobes, where I've got like quite a lot of masks and NBC suits, so it'll be when I have to move the bed frame away from the wall to look into it. But I think that might be where it is. What border are you on about, Horror Studios? I don't think in the UK there's a random border where airsoft is or isn't allowed. Airsoft's allowed in all the UK as long, oh fuck's sake, as long as you've got like an actual reason to have an airsoft gun, which I still think is a bit silly, but that's not because people shouldn't be allowed airsoft guns. I mean because needing like a sort of I'm an official airsoft player trademark to If they'd let me do it on the parcel size, which they probably would, for a very small thing like the SOEX, I could just do it via Royal Mail to whatever the Canadian postal service is. Radiac Maniac. But yeah, it really depends what couriers are involved a lot of the times, because that's when the prices can just go silly. Yeah, I've got a couple, Spoopy Turtle. They're ones in the UK I can legally have without a firearms license, because they're classed as obsolete calibers. All volatile dynamite. Whee! Oh, there's a guy behind that rock there. No. Loot the bodies first. Well, I mean, I'll get the phone calls now and again. Like there's a virus on your computer. Give us your credit card details. Obviously, I don't fucking answer them. Well, hang up on them. You know what I mean? There's lots of scams if you're an old person or whatever who doesn't know not to trust things like that. But I don't think most people who have any kind of internet savviness or whatever would fall for one of those. So when you say it's not regulated Brighthole, do you mean that you can have them of any sort of power you want, like in like full gun colours or whatever, if that makes sense? Because in the UK, most of the regulations are to do with, like, I think it's air guns can't be automatic, isn't it? But airsoft guns can. Yeah, if I was sending something, Mike, in all honesty, I'd probably send it tracked, you know, for the obvious reasons that you know if it's got stuck somewhere or whatever or gone missing in the post, rather than it just being it doesn't turn up if something goes wrong. Right, what are we looking at for a clue then? Because it says there's going to be a clue. I'm not on either of those, I'm on PC, but if I did get one, I get a PS5. But that's more just to do with exclusives, you know, than anything else. No, I don't have an SM90. What, were they on eBay or what? But again, at the moment, I don't want to pay silly money for masks, you know, just because I'm saving up for, the bunker, as I said. I'll have a look at what was in the drawer, but, some cigarettes. There's some cocaine gum, but I've already got full cocaine gum. See, that's cocaine gum. I don't need any more cocaine. I've already got, look, 40 cocaine gums on me. Cocaine. Anyway, let's work out where this clue is I'm meant to be looking for, or whatever the hell it is. You know, this is set back in the good old days where people used to, you know, take heroin and cocaine for everything. It was just sort of the done thing. Yeah, the good old days. Yeah, don't spoil it, Flazzy. I need to get round to doing the story mode properly on this, because as I said, the only reason I didn't play the story was because when the game first came out on PC, it kept crashing like non-stop. And then I got into the online because a load of my mates were like, right, search the area for the target. Is he here somewhere, just like hidden in an area that he doesn't show up? That's weird. Oh, there's a clue, finally. Okay. Oh, okay, I can look at some random bedroll and then I instantly know where the guy is. Or do I? It still just says search the area for the target. Oh, there's another clue now, look. A suitcase. Wow. Is the search area expanded? Ah, there we go. Right. Let's go up into the hills then. Come here, horse. My horse is being an idiot. It's not coming over. Alright, Rajiv. I'm pretty sure I don't have an M2341 helmet, whatever that is. When's it from? I've got a British World War II helmet and a German World War II helmet. If it's from another nation, then no. Oh, did it do that thing of, oh, the target's not been this way recently? Oh, that's great news, Justin Vapor. Yeah, my granddad got his first vaccine on Thursday, I think it was. They must all... Maybe it's a drug they take, Mike. You know, you have to take a certain drug and then you've got the Witcher senses or whatever it is. But yeah, it's the same thing, isn't it? The tracking thing. Right. Where... What sort of... Ah, there we go. There's another trail, isn't there? Coming off of that random, like, piece of luggage. Let's follow this one then and see where it goes. Anything there? Oh no, he hasn't been this way either. Oh, this is a bit tedious. Is he in the outhouse? No, I thought he might have been hiding in the shitter. Right, what clues have we got left to look at then? Was there anything in the house that was technically a clue? No, is that wagon a clue? No. I don't know what I'm meant to be looking at for us to be a clue now. I'm a bit baffled. Can't see a sign of anything that's meant to be a clue. There's not another trail leading out here, is there? Right, I have literally got no clue where the missing clue is, if you get what I mean. You know, where I'm meant to be finding a trail coming off or something. I have no idea. Because it normally should have lit up something by now. But hello to everybody that's joining who wasn't in at the start of the stream. I'm trying to do a bounty at the minute, but it's one of the ones where you have to follow a trail of clues to get them. I don't think it's spawned what I'm meant to be looking for. I don't know. Like, normally there'd be a load of things that, you know, like a shining and then you can follow a trail. But unless there's something really, really obvious I'm not seeing. It's like not hiding in a bush down here, is he, or something? No. Oh, there's another trail there, okay. Let's follow this one and hope it doesn't lead to a dead end. I finally did get all the treasure chests, yeah. I think they ended up just being in like one of those silly little places where you eventually see it from the right angle. I can't remember where it was, but I did find it. Alright, there he is. Right, I know I get more money for bringing them in alive, but still. You know. Oh, pulled a gold tooth out of it. Yeah, it wasn't the chimney fuzzy, it just ended up being, I don't know, some random like bit of junk I'd probably looked at and it made a trail I couldn't see. Oh, has he got some friends coming after me? Yep. Now let me just get the shotgun out. There we go. Right. Let's go actually take the bounty in then, shall we? Come on. There you go. What the hell are some of the people on about in the chat? I have no clue, but I've already warned people that if they're being fucking weird, they're just going to get blocked. I've played quite a lot of the Far Cry's. Weirdly, my favourite Far Cry is Far Cry 2. Just because it's quite different, isn't it, Far Cry 2 than the other Far Cry's? I mean, like, the original Far Cry on PC was quite different, but, yeah, like, the people who know Far Cry 3, 4, and 5, 2 is nothing like those. Oh, sounds like there's a collectible here. I'll grab that once I've dumped his body. Oh, so there's a daily challenge to bring them in from the new Austin posters. Okay, I'll do that. Right. Is there a collectible in this box? If I didn't complete it with 5 minutes or more left, I'll try and do that on the next one. Yeah, the thing is, Ryan, at least if you play it on PC, you can get the mods that make, you know, the guns quite realistic. Like, well, not super realistic, but, you know, like one where, you know, where people die from, like, a couple of rounds to the chest or whatever. It makes a game a lot more intense, because when a technical comes with, like, you know, machine gun on the back, you just basically die instantly. Oh, I think the problem is as well, I think my thing's showing top chat, not live chat, so half the messages probably don't show up for me. What? How did the fucking target escape? What? Oh, there's a bounty target, but he's going to escape apparently like 10 seconds after you start the bounty. Alright, let's see if we can get another bounty then that actually loads up properly. Oh, we'll go to that moonshine thing actually that's over there, because that normally means that you get to kill a lot of people. You know, which is kind of what this game's meant to be about. The thing is, like, with Reddit, is, like, it's like any kind of forum sort of thing, right, where people can just make an account, basically instantly and post. It will generally turn into an echo chamber. There's probably a few good Reddits, but the problem I found with nearly all Reddits is no matter what the subject is, they generally turn into echo chambers. You know, it's that sort of thing. And personally, I could not give a shit if people like me or not on a Reddit. You know, it does not affect my life in any way whatsoever. Funny because I'm not actually leading anyone in a posse at the moment. Alright, let me just clear that thing in a second, because I think that's another one I can reset for more gold. Oh, hello, Rich. Oh, as Nick says again, it's, yeah, you have to find Reddits that are good, just because you're into a subject. Like, I think there's one Mike said, isn't there, that's like a good weapons Reddit, but a lot of the weapons Reddit are full of people like, oh no, how dare you post a crossbow on an archery Reddit, you know, that's not archery. Or that kind of thing. It's like, oh, yeah. The thing that annoys me on quite a few Reddits is, especially some of the video game Reddits, is you get, like, people who make... I'm not saying, like, I do this, because, like I say, I barely use Reddit, but I've noticed this from observation. Like, you go on a Reddit, and there's some really good posts people make about how something in the game works, or about, like, the game's AI, or, you know, whatever. And that gets nowhere near as many upvotes as somebody just posting a meme image. Like, I can get that people can just look at a meme image and go, oh, that's funny. But it's just the fact that, you know, like, quality, well-written content isn't what people on there actually want to read. That's you know, the point where it gets me kind of going like, oh. Anyway, let's go check out that bounty poster again. Oh, I want to go that way, don't I, for tumbleweed? Armadillo, even. What do you mean it's not a good idea to bring a Geiger counter and an X-ray? What, did it go off? Or was the X-ray technician not happy you had one on you? I mean, if they're doing a chest X-ray and you've got the Geiger counter in the chest, that's kind of breaking the point of doing an X-ray, isn't it? Because it's blocking the thing. Oh, you've got some moonshine, have you, Alex? I was just shooting some revenue agents just then. Obviously in the game, not real life. Let's do the man who doesn't actually have a photo, who's just been drawn. Yeah, so far in this current lockdown, I think Red Dead Online has been my sort of saving thing to keep my sanity going. Hello, Biscuits. Let's see if I can do this one with 5 minutes left then, or whatever the requirement was. Apparently there's a patch meant to be coming fairly soon, Biscuits. With, is it the bank robbery stuff in it? Because people have found it in the game files or something. But I obviously haven't been playing this since launch, you know, so it's not like I've, already spent, you know, like, months in this. Oh, there's a Maxim gun. Where's that one behind the wagon? Right, the last one's in there, are they? Some more coming in up there. Right, I'm not going to bother looting all the enemies here just because I want to see if I can get him back with that 5-minute timer thing left. Have you read the thing, Flazzy, on the Vickers gun? They put millions of rounds through, just swapping the barrels out every now and then and like refilling the water jacket on it. And they ended up just expending all the ammo in the like army place they were doing it. I think it was when Britain was switching from 303 to 762 NATO. There's, I think, a Forgotten Weapons video on it as well. Right, let's see if I can get this one back with the timer within that 5 minutes for that achievement thing. Yeah, Biscuits, if you mean the timer running down, you get a bigger reward in terms of cash and gold, don't you? But there's a daily thing today with complete one with at least 5 minutes left, so I just want to do that one to get it, you know, on the daily thing. I certainly can do it at some point, Braden, yeah. remind me on Discord later. I probably won't be playing much tonight after the stream, but I'll be on in the day most days, playing it at least for a little bit. So, so yeah, remind me in there, you know, because otherwise I'll just forget. Now, it's Hades is on Steam, isn't it? I have a weird feeling I remember seeing it on, I haven't actually really looked into it. Is it the one that, is it like a fight, beat 'em up, shoot 'em up, what is it? Something like that? I might be talking out my arse completely now. I swear I've seen, like, at least some reviews for it, but not really watched them. Then Hades does sound familiar, like, as a game that came out recently, but yeah, I'll have to look into it if people actually recommend it, but yeah. It's just where I've been playing this so much recently, you know, I've not really done much else. I'm going to do a video tomorrow showing Gen 1 versus Gen 1 Plus versus Gen 2 versus Gen 2 Plus on Night Vision. Yeah, Gun Jesus is Forgotten Weapons. Ah, that does sound interesting, Alex. Yeah, Rich, I mean, that's the problem you answer these. Like I'm saying, you get some forums that are good, don't you? But you can get others which are complete shitholes like that, you know. Especially ones where you get full of fanboys. So I need to do one more daily challenge, do I? I suppose the Moonshiner one, sold with 5 minutes left, is pretty easy. Bounty Hunter... that would require a bounty of more than one bounty on it at once. Collector, coins found. Do I have a coin map? If so, I could do that. Naturalist. Naturalist is boring as shit. Let's do Moonshiner then. Right, Moonshine Shack. Let's go to my Moonshine Shack. I hope the bird's not stuck at the top of the post, because then I can't pull its feathers out. Oh, it is as well. Right, don't suppose I can punch it off, can I? No. I know the lasso doesn't actually work trying to get birds down for some reason. No, does that actually happen? I always shoot them in the head, but does that mean if you get a 3-star one chasing you, you always get a 3-star pout? I've never tried smoking lemon balm. I mean, I've smoked some kinds of herbs before. You know, they never did that much for me, but, you know, I know people who really like smoking the herb, you know what I mean? There is one way I can think to get that down, which is probably way more effort than it's worth. Let's get a bounty wagon out and jump on top of it. That's cool, Rajiv. And hello to you in Greece, Konstantinos, if I'm saying your name right. Yeah, sorry if I'm missing any comments. Obviously, when I'm trying to jump between the game and the chat, I often do miss comments, but... Right. Right. There we go. That was that worth it? Probably not, but there we go. Well, I'm not really into radios. I've got like a load of old Geiger counters and that, but I've just never been that into radios in all honesty. Yeah, they're really good, aren't they, Justin Vapor, the Finnish M61s? Like, in terms of build quality, I'd say they're one of the best masks of the Cold War, at least from, like, you know, the first half of the Cold War, if you think, like, 1950s, you know, 60s and into the 70s, maybe, as compared to, like, you know, late 70s and 80s. The M61's fucking fantastic, because it's just an M9A1, but, like, better in every way. Right. Let's dismiss the bounty wagon. For some reason, all the fucking time when I'm playing this now, I keep thinking of the, you know, that Simpsons thing, Paint My Wagon, where they're taking a... fuck's sake. They're taking the piss out of that Clint Eastwood film. Oh, you could just knock the sign over. Oh, I didn't know that. Fuck's sake, that would have been a fast way of getting that bird down. The M65's alright, but as I've said before, it doesn't have a very good peripheral seal. So if you get one and you're a bit too skinny for it in your face, for the size you get, it won't fit you. That's why masks, you know, like good peripheral seals are always good, because they're more forgiving on face sizes. Also, the M65 has really bad strap design. You know, if you like the M65 and want to get like that mask but better, get an Israeli M15 or the Romanian ones, the M74s, whatever you call them, M74 M85 is it, or M75 M84, the two ones they do. That's just like an M65 but better. Or the Czech CM4 is pretty similar but better, but it also doesn't have a brilliant face seal. Alright, it's Crips. Crips is halted. I'm just going to order him some stuff rather than going to do a mission. Right, let's go get some moonshine. Right, fast travel point. That side. What's that? Okay, that's not working. Yeah, okay. Right, that doesn't work. What I can see if it works, can I do a wilderness camp? Will that work? Oh yeah, that's going to work. I need fast travel from the wilderness camp. Yeah, I ought to get an M65Z at one point, Stug. I think it was just, the annoying thing is when I found out it was better than the normal M65, I don't think they were cheap on eBay anymore, I just never bothered. Right, Moonshine Shack, $2, yeah, why not? Right, hopefully I've got a batch of moonshine ready, because I don't actually know if I did last time I was on. What's the point? What's the condition of my guns? I can't even check now I'm in here. It depends what you mean by censorship, because if literally you were stopping people having certain opinions, that would be a form of censorship, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't even have any moonshine ready, fuck's sake, okay. Let's do this then. 48 minutes. I don't know if this will be ready by the time I finish doing my stream, but... I've got an M62 and the M65. Spiced Island Moonshine. $247. Should we do that one? Does he remind anyone of Rene from Hello Hello? Do you think that's who he's meant to be based on? He looks a bit like Rene, doesn't he? You stupid woman. Yeah, that's the thing, is if you get interested in gas masks, like, say, from something like Metro Manculon, if I'm saying your name right, say you get interested in them because of Metro, and then you, like, end up learning more about the real things, that's quite good. It's only the thing that annoys me is when somebody sees, like, a really inaccurate depiction of a mask in a film or a game or something, and then they start insisting that's what it's like in real life, because it was like that in a game. Alright, let's just do a bootlegger mission. It works, Daniel, to a degree. I mean, the GP5M PMG2's voice diaphragm is the same one as the Shums uses and quite a few other Soviet masks. And the MM1. It's essentially just a plastic disc that vibrates. It's certainly not bad. It's not brilliant quality, but it's not bad. I mean, if you had a GP5 and a GP5M, you could certainly hear the person in the GP5M a lot better. Because essentially the fact there's a membrane there that vibrates when somebody talks. Well, without being detected, but I might want to shoot everybody. I might want this to go violently. Yeah, Lolo's good fun. I mean, if you like that sort of humour, I've got the entire box set of all of Hello on DVD, and I never got round to watching the entire box set. I think I watched the first two series, and it wasn't like I didn't like it. It was just one of those things of it's such a big box set that after a while you kind of need a lot of dedication to carry on going. So bear, I won't shoot the bear. I like bears. Top Secret's a bit like that, isn't it? The well, because Mike was all about Top Secret the other day with the skeet shooting thing or whatever it was. But yeah, where there's like kind of the French resistance, but in Germany or whatever it is, but it's East Germany, but they're dressed like World War II Germans. I personally prefer like the Naked Gun to Top Secret. I know a lot of people like Top Secret more. But I don't think as many people really know about it, do they? Like, because obviously Airplane and Naked Gun are the more famous sucker films. Generally, I just prefer shooting everybody permafrost. The thing is, some missions can be quite fun on stealth, but I found a lot of the time when you get the kind of more randomly generated missions on the online, you know, like some of these ones where you have to poison a still, sometimes the enemies seem to be in positions where you can't really do it. Like, you know, you'd have to wait so long for them to maybe patrol away that I end up just thinking, fuck it, I'm just gonna, you know, shoot everybody. Yeah, Blazing Saddles is quite a good film. Although that's sadly one of those films that they go, oh, that's a racist film, you can't do that today, even though it's taking the piss out of racists, isn't it? It's that sort of thing where, you know, some people just don't get it, I guess. The thing I really liked about rewatching The Naked Guns, I think it was last year, during the middle part of last year, Mike, was there's so many jokes every time you rewatch those where you pick up a joke you didn't like the previous times because of how many jokes like crammed into those films. Like I could see if it's possible to stealth this one. I mean, I'd need my bow out, wouldn't I? So let's get the horse over. But I don't know if they'll be in positions where if you kill one enemy, the next enemy you will know. Because sometimes they're in that where they have like overlapping lines of sight. No, I don't want my horse following me. Right, you stay now. Where is he there? Oh, no, it's stuck on the middle of the wheel, look. So never mind, we're not stealthing this. I thought that explosion would have got them. I suppose they might have been behind those rocks. Oh, there's still more coming in, is there? Has he got stuck behind... Oh, is that just a hitch tool? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's stupid, Daniel, isn't it? All the stuff like that. I'm not saying your friend's stupid. I'm saying, like, the people like, oh no, you can't wear a good mask to protect yourself. Just wear a piece of cloth. No, it's not all of them. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's crazy, Fluzzy. How is Nitty Gritty racist? Like, I can't even fathom how that would be linked to racism. Because there's like some words, I won't say them on here, but there's some words that almost sound racist, but they're not. But, you know, it's like they kind of come from very similar words. But Nitty Gritty, how is that racist? What? Oh, God. Yeah, that'd be handy, wouldn't it, Peach? But, yeah. I will do a celebration video of some sort, but I don't know yet. It depends what's happened between now and 100k, I suppose. What am I at the moment? 93,000 something or other? I think it's still going to be probably June, July time before I get to 100k in all honesty, unless YouTube suddenly recommends one or two of my videos really prominently again. Then I can go up like 2 to 3k subs in a month, but in general it's kind of like 500 to 1,000 subs a month, I'd say most months for me. That's just like on the standard rate of people finding the videos. The thing that does annoy me a bit with YouTube is when you get big enough on YouTube, it gets really hard to reply to people's comments anymore, which is one of the things I really liked about when you're a smaller YouTuber, is you can, because you would only get like, you know, maybe 10 comments a day, you could respond to all of them like really well, but when, you know, you get more and more comments coming up on YouTube, it gets harder and harder to actually, you know, try and keep up with all the comments. Yeah, the thing is, Rajiv, I think if you get people that literally say everything is racist, it kind of takes away how horrible actual racism is. You know, it's kind of like, you see that with a lot of things, you know, it's like where if everything is something, then the word loses its meaning, you know. It's... That's a nice elk. Right, let's see if I can fish it out the lake, because it's, da, da, da. Oh no, don't know if I can get this one out. Right, can I push it ashore? Oh no, it's sinking. Oh no. It's sinking in waist deep water. Now I can't skin my 3-star elk. Alright, we'll try not getting this too political, because it is a public stream after all, but yeah. I would agree, though, that when politics and everything turns into people just shouting the loudest at each other and trying to, like, you know, say you're a bad person because of X, Y, Z reasons, it's not very sort of discourse much anymore, is it? I've played a fair bit of Skyrim, I've not played it recently. My favourite Elder Scrolls game, though, is still Morrowind. I actually like the Elder Scrolls Online surprisingly more than I thought I would. Because when Mike started playing that, I watched that and thought it looks a lot better than I'd heard, you know. And then when it was on, I think, Steam sale or something really cheaply, I ended up getting it on Steam sale. And yeah, I've really enjoyed the Elder Scrolls Online. I've not played it in a while. It's probably one of those games that's quite good to go back to when there's been a couple of DLCs. What is my favourite gas mask? I'm sure you know the answer to that. It's the Avon CT12. That'd be a mask I definitely wouldn't sell. Nope, so I'll miss that. Yeah, it'd be good, Rich, if you can get a good forge, wouldn't it, that works reliably. And you get back into sort of forging stuff. Is there any games coming out this year that anybody's looking forward to? The only two I've seen this year, actually there's 3 games, is the 2 that I actually knew about in advance coming out this year, which is Stalker 2, which might be good, hopefully, and Oddworld Soulstorm, is it? The Abe's Exodus sort of remake. They're the 2 I'm looking forward to. The other game I didn't even know that was getting a remake this year until I read it is Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. So I'd definitely buy the remake of that. But yeah, I've not seen many new games announced, you know, Flazzy saying that. Like, there's probably a lot of games that might be this year, might be next year kind of thing, but I don't know of certain many games that are definitely announced for 2021. This bit of the map looks a bit like Fallout 3 for some reason. I suppose it's all like the burnt down looking pine trees. I mean, I'm hoping Stalker 2 is good, though, because the problem is with Stalker 2 is it might not be. Because if barely any of the original developers are working on it, it might be nothing like the other Stalker games, you know, and I'm a bit annoyed there hasn't been many, like, actual in-game videos yet, other than sort of teaser trailer stuff, but, you know, hopefully it might be good. You never know. You know, I'm just going to do the thing of, you know, not pre-order it, hope people that do genuine reviews like it when it comes out, you know. The only thing to consider, Daniel, with the GP5M is obviously, because it's a GOST mask, it's a Soviet mask, you might struggle to find modern GOST filters for it, that's the only thing. It depends where you are. I mean, if you're in Eastern Europe, I think there's still a few manufacturers that make GOST filters you might be able to get easily, but in, like, Western Europe and America, you're going to really struggle to find, like, in-date GOST filters or whatever. You know, like, sometimes you'll get some come on eBay and they don't last long before they sort of, you know, all go. Ah, that sounds good, Mike, because yeah, the Demon Souls remake, if I had a PS5, I'd get that. But I wouldn't really buy the PS5 for just that one game, you know, and I wouldn't get a PS5 yet until we know if there's any problems with the first batch of consoles. And that's assuming that, you know, you can even get a PS5 at the moment, because I know they've been out like stock everywhere, haven't they? Yeah, Braden, it's weird. There are some filters that aren't meant to be GOST that seem to work alright with GOST masks, and I don't know if it's just like the thread pitch isn't a standard NATO pitch. Because I know quite a few people keep saying to me about, is it CFF-free filters? But I've never seen them for good prices on eBay, like, individually. So I've never bought one to, like, check it with calipers or whatever. I did buy that mask, I can't remember if I said, I did buy that mask a few people asked about on the stream the other day. So I'll do a review of that when it comes. I'll clean it up, do a review, and then if I like it, I'll keep it for myself. If not, I'll just sell it on. But that was like an MSA panoramic mask that a few people were saying looks quite good, or could I tell them if it was good or not. So I thought I'd get them if they're turning up on eBay at the moment, and then see, you know, what I thought of it. Now I'm not doing anything, I'm just riding my horse around talking to people. Is that a remake of Silent Hill 3? Because obviously, Silent Hill 3 was on PS2, wasn't it? Originally. Oh, it sounds like there's a bear or something over there. Let's have a look. Like a grizzly bear. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bear. Oh, is that? Oh no, they're the cow elk things, which sound a bit like bears, but aren't. Oh, they're wolves, right? I might be getting fucked by wolves here. Yep. There we go. I'm dead. What, Harold, what does YouTube think I'm playing? Because I'm playing Red Dead at the moment. Yeah, did you say, Rich, was it a remake of the very original House of the Dead, did you say? You might have said on the other stream, because I know you mentioned it, but I probably didn't see your reply. The one in the Curian Mansion, whatever it is. Oh shit. There we go. Right, 1 star. 1 star. 1 star. Ooh, 3 stars. You can go on the back of my horse. What, does it say that, Harold? Oh yeah, the first one. Yeah. Oh yeah, you were saying about the guy with the bardiche, weren't you? Chariot or wherever it is. The big like mech guy with the gas mask on. Like the armoured guy with the gas mask on has the bardiche. And you have to like shoot him in the heart or something. That's his weak point, isn't it? And he turns into like a weird skeleton thing under the armour. Yeah, I like House of the Dead and House of the Dead 2. Good old fun games. Shame, like, the original House of the Dead is so difficult to get running properly on, like, a modern Windows, because, like, the music never wants to play, does it? I know there's, like, a way of fixing it, but it's such a tedious process to fix it. I'm sure lots of people like you, however your name's pronounced. Unless that's Shrek, is it? It sounds like you're doing a line from Shrek or something there. Interesting thing, Rajiv. If you ever get a Geiger counter, put it near your CRT and you'll get an ever so slight amount of X-rays coming off of CRTs. Because of how they work. And if you overvolt a CRT, you'll get a lot more X-rays coming out of it. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's not a very dangerous amount of X-rays. It's basically, I think, that in one of like the graphs where they like measured, you know, radiation exposure through occupation, it was basically if you sat at a CRT all year, you know, you'd get maybe 100 microsieverts more radiation over an entire year or something than somebody who doesn't. You know, it's a tiny amount, unless there's something going horribly wrong with your CRT. But, hello, Tactical. Yeah, oh, this is the second stream I had to do, Tactical, because when I first started streaming, it didn't notify anyone. So I had to stop that one and start another one. The notification go out. I won't be on too much longer, though, Tactical, because I don't really want to be on here too much longer than 9 o'clock. Ramming my horse into rocks again. Is it Valentine up there, or am I still a bit off of Valentine? Valentine's further east, okay. I don't know if I've played House of the Dead 4. I've definitely played House of the Dead 1, 2 and 3. Because I've got House of the Dead 1 and 2 on PC, and I think even Dreamcast. House of the Dead 3 I had on the original Xbox. I don't think I played House of the Dead 4. I've played Typing of the Dead, or House of the Dead Overkill, whatever it's called. Yeah, I guess you're in a time zone 2 hours in front of me, Soren. I'm in, it's still just coming up to 9 PM here. Oh look, I can reset that achievement again now. Let's do that. I think I can only reset this one more time now. Yeah, I don't think I've played House of Z 4 in all honesty. I know that all like were at the arcades originally, weren't they? But I've played a couple in the arcades, but you know, if you're only putting £1 or £2 in, you're not going to get very far if you're an average person. You know, I could just about complete some of the House of Deads on, like, you know, PC, like House of Dead 1 and 2, with, I think, about 9 lives. You know, that was about as far as I could get, you know, just completing them with maybe 1 life left. I think 27 now. I think it's 27 now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm 27 now. Who are these people? Liam says, you enjoy Black Ops Zombie series? Weirdly, that was asked earlier. The original World at War zombies I liked, and I think I must have played the zombie mode in Black Ops. Were the original 2 maps the cinema one, and like the White House one, or whatever it was, where you could play as Richard Nixon? Is that right? Because if so, I've definitely played that one, but I didn't play many of the CODs after Black Ops and like Modern Warfare 3. Because it was only in the Triarch ones, wasn't it, zombies? Not in the Infinity Ward ones. I can't remember which ones are which, Richard, now, after all this time. I think there was a giant spider as one of the bosses, wasn't there? Was that Hermit? I can't remember. Oh, Pentagon rather than White House, yeah. Shouldn't it be Kino der Untoten rather than Kino... Because wouldn't Kino der Toten mean just mean Cinema of the Dead rather than Cinema of the Undead? I don't know. Happy Burns Night to you if that's something you celebrate. Oh no. I thought... Oh no. Oh no. My perfect animal skins. Can I get that back? This is the problem when you try and read chat in the game. I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh. Alright, I don't want to ride my horse down here. Oh. Alright, I'll skin this turkey so at least I can keep its stuff in my inventory. Yeah, we'll blame it on Mike, won't we, Tactical? Mike made me do it. He made me have all those drinks. I can't. The horse is now on top of that wolf. Come here. My horse is stuck. Oh. There we go. Now he gets hit by a train. I want the wolf. Oh, maybe I can lasso the wolf's body out of there, actually. No. Okay, brilliant. No, I don't want the turkey. I want the wolf. There we go. I'm just going to skin it just to be safe, because, you know, at this point I've basically lost all my stuff. Okay, right. Well, yeah, Mike, I think what I'm going to have to do if we do that again is I'm going to stick to beer, because with beer I have to pace it more. The problem is with spirits, you have one and then another and then another and then another and then, yeah, and then bleh. Oh, there's a storm brewing. I don't even know where I'm going now, because I've just been looking at the chat so much. Should we just go to Valentine? But, oh shit. Oh no. Trampled to death. But my horse, he is still down there. How do I get my horse back? Oh. Tell you what I'm just going to do. Let's do the wilderness camp and then I can just teleport, can't I? That would be easier than trying to get down from this cliff. Alright, only $1 to go to my camp. Right, let's go to the camp. My horse is insured, so it's right. He always comes back to life. See, there is my horse. There's nothing wrong with him. Not a big surprise. Yeah. You get bounty posters and that here, Harold, but there's not loads of stuff. I think it's just because it's more of an Easter egg or whatever. Well, not an Easter egg, but, you know, like more of a bonus they added the Red Dead 1 map on. I mean, I do really like having my camp near, you know, like, either in the desert here or Blackwater or whatever. Sort of, you know, Great Plains area, tall trees. I mean, I still enjoy, like, exploring the map and that. But yeah, other than just doing bounties and things down here, there's not much to it, really. That's a wild horse, isn't there? Yeah, Kentucky Saddler. Obviously, the interesting thing in this is obviously Armadillo's like the dead town in this one, and Tumbleweed's got loads of people in, obviously, and in Red Dead 1, Tumbleweed's become abandoned, doesn't it? And Armadillo's the actual prosperous town. Even. Yeah, it's just been changed around a bit, because obviously it's a prequel, isn't it, this one? But, yeah, it's nice they included it, you know, because I think if the original Red Dead map wasn't in it, it would feel a bit lacking in some ways. Yeah, I'd definitely buy a remaster of Red Dead if they did one. No spoilers, permafrost, if you're trying to do spoilers. Yeah, exactly, Harold. Like, I've got it on PS3, and my PS3 is technically still connected to this same monitor, but the problem is, it's like, I'd have to get behind the TV to get at it, because this isn't like an actual media station, it's just on a table behind a TV where it doesn't take up room. So I can play it, but then also I'd need to dig out a PS3 controller and, like, charge it up. Well, let's go grave robbing if there's anything here while we're here. Not in that grave. Anything in the other side? Sometimes you get the metal detector go off there and you can loot the coffins. You already had a warning, Permafrost. If you do it again, you'll get a block. Because we already said don't do any spoilers for the single player. I promise I will go off fairly soon. Oops, I ran something over my horse. Ooh, some sort of lizard. Banded Gila monster. What Ultimate Force is in the old series of Ross Kemp that was written by Chris Ryan and had Chris Ryan in it in series 1 and 2. But then in series 3 and 4 it jumped the shark and it became like a fucking weird thing. I still actually like Ultimate Force series 3 and 4 just because it's ridiculous. But Ultimate Force series 1 and 2 are very good. And then series 3 and 4 are good but not for the reasons they should be good. If you mean that Ultimate Force. I don't think there's any loot in this graveyard either. Sometimes there is. Oh yeah, because I suppose, James, if there's a real SAS bloke in it doing like the writing for them, it's going to be a lot more realistic, isn't it, than just getting like TV writers to do a series about the SAS. It was actually only quite recently I watched, was it Bravo 20? And that was quite good. The one with Sean Bean in as... Is he Andy McNabb in that? I can't remember. Oh, it's a moonshine thing. I'll do this before I go off. Why does Ross Kemp regret Ultimate Force? That's like the main thing I know him from, because I've never watched EastEnders or whatever. I've watched some of like the documentaries he's done, but... Right. Well, let's try a volatile fire bottle. I've not tried these yet. Do you think these guys are worried yet that I'm walking up to them with a burning bottle? They don't seem to be acting as I expected them to act. They're being a bit, you know, they're not really fighting back, are they? That's strange. I think they're glitched. Yeah, that was strange. They didn't fight back. Well, it's the same era of rifle, Peach. It's a Carcano, the Italian rifle, although I think technically, didn't somebody say the one in the game's actually a later version of what it should be? But yeah, all bolt actions are fucking lovely in terms of aesthetics. But yeah, the game obviously glitched a bit there, where those revenue agents were... Oh look, his face is all fucked up from being shot. Oh, look at that. I've never actually seen it do a decal like that before. It reminds me of the 2009 Wolfenstein, where you could shoot people repeatedly in the face and their faces went mushy. Yeah, yeah, it's funny. Well, not funny, Flazzy, but you know, funny, interesting. That lots of people bitched that the Carcano was a really bad rifle, but Lee Harvey Oswald, you know, if you believe he did it, pulled off, you know, the shot anyway. I don't know if there are any legit complaints with the Carcano. It might have been another one of those, you know, bolt action rifles that was a bit underpowered for like its size. But, you know, I know it was, you know, you wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a Carcano, would you? The same as, you know, any of the other bolt actions, because they all do a similar thing if you get hit by them. They blow a hole in you. Well, I've got a Carcano, I've got Mausers, so I'd guess so. I guess that's late game weapons. Pronghorn. No, I missed. Right, I will go off in a minute, as much as I keep saying that. Was it a Kakano in Red Dead 1, Fluzzy, or was it the Springfield in Red Dead 1? I can't remember now. Because, I mean, the rolling block rifle is the highest damage gun in the game, if I remember right in this. Because that's like the sort of single action rifle, you know, where you load a cartridge in each time, so it's quite slow to shoot, but it's pretty damn powerful. But, yeah, I'll have to look up what the guns were in Red Dead 1, because I know there's some that are in both games, but I have a feeling it might have been a Springfield, not a Kakano in Red Dead 1. I don't actually know if you could skin horses in Red Dead 1. You can't in this one, which seems really weird to me, because, you know, you'd think Asda would buy the horse meat off of you, but apparently Asda didn't exist in the Wild West. Oh, both were in it as well, were they? Okay, yeah, I just can't remember. Obviously, I know Red Dead 1 is set, like, 10 years after this one, isn't it, also? So it would have more, like, World War I era sort of guns in it. Anyway, right, I'll go off now. I hope everybody's enjoyed the stream. You know, it was meant to just be a bit of a chat one tonight. But, I'll see you all hopefully for a stream tomorrow. But I want to do a webcam one again soon, you know, rather than just playing games when I'm streaming. But I think it's nice to mix them up a bit, because sometimes it's easier to have a chat when you're doing a game. Right, see you all. Have a good evening. Good afternoon, whatever time zone you're in.